welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Thuram picks it up out wide. He's rising! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Royce. Great vision. Now it's Tevez. Solar. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. A dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Well, Peter, they're renowned for their breakaways, but you do have to be risky at times.
Played towards the other side. Messi might just make this. Eto'o. But he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's in a great position here. Solar! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's managed to get rid. Shevchenko! And that is well cleared. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with...
And Tevez! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Eto'o! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Eto'o might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
And smartly reclaimed. And it's Eto'o. A probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chiellini cuts out the pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pull it. He's a sharp little ball here. Eto'o was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Gullit. Gullit stood his ground strongly. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. And that is headed for the middle. Vieira. It's Roberto Carlos! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Carlos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
And it's Thuram. Threads one in. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Chooses to go crossfield. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Looking for options for movement. Pullet. Oh, nice touch. And this is Messi.
Oh, sweet feet.
Shot a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Tevez. Chiellini calmly anticipates. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Messi. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Bayer Leverkusen come in leading by just the odd goal.
Please keep your
On the
eyes
face
on
of
your
it,
children
it looks a
during the
fair
match at
reflection
all
of what
times.
we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Bayer Leverkusen can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Substitution.
The second period is on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Nicely aimed pass.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chips it through. Chance! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and
Oh, good line! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's found a way through. De Jong.
well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Tevez. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Baresi. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Bayer Leverkusen are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Guti is the team's great visionary. Thuram. Zanetti gets a foot in here. Now it's Tevez. He's shifting through the gears here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Thuram. And now they can clear their lines. And this is Zola. He's picked his way through. Thuram deals with that comfortably.
Substitution for Leverkusen.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 19, Messi. Number 20, Royce. Number 17,
And he shoots!
Guti.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Chiellini.
Chelsea are
on the
stuck in a
field.
rut, and
Number
impatient
24,
putts at goal won't
Johan
really
Cruyff.
help their cause here.
Number 7,
They need somebody
Yamal.
to communicate
Number
composure
22,
and something
Kaká.
more constructive.
Number 15, Seedorf. Number 18, Cannavaro.
Oh, good spread. Tries to play it through. And this is Hullet. Here comes the corner. And this is Hullet. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. That has ended up in no man's land. Kaká going face to face with his great rival. But it's Thuram. Just eases him off the ball. De Jong. Looking for the run.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh no, what has happened here? Well taken goal.
Substitutions taking place.
Chelsea are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Chelsea cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Chelsea really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Yamal, searching pass he's played there. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Strokes it back. That's really well manoeuvred. That is lovely. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Hullet. Now it's Kaka. Kaka! Bayer Leverkusen moments now away from seeing this one out. Yamal stood up well to him there. Schmeichel clears. Seedorf spread out to the left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Bayer Leverkusen nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Thuram carries the ball down the right. And that's definitely not his best. Kusanov promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass somewhat off target. Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Yamal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that will be it. Bayer Leverkusen can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Hullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Thoughts on what we've